Hello, Professor. This is our presentation on analyzing video game sales data in order to identify trends in buying behavior. Our team members are Jakub, Saif, and Vidy. So our overall question that we want to answer is, what does it take to make a top-rated video game? When making a game, you have to consider a lot of factors such as the genre of the game, who's publishing it, and which platform to publish it to. We use data from 1985 to 2017 to try to see what we can find to help us answer that question. We use the dataset on Kaggle titled Video Game Sales throughout 1985 to 2017. To reach our overall question, we answer 6 smaller focused questions. The first question is, what are the most popular genres? The second question is, what is the most popular platform? The third question is, what's the correlation between genre and console? The fourth question is, which rating category has the most popular games? The fifth question is, who are the most popular developers? And the sixth question is, who are the most popular publishers? So for our first question, what are the most popular genres? We use 2 attributes. The first one is genre, which is categorical. The second one was the global sales, which is quantitative. So this is our first graph, which answers the question, what are the most popular genres? The x-axis contains the genre of the game, from action to strategy, and the y-axis contains the global sales of each genre, and it's measured in millions of units. As you can see, action is by far the most popular, followed by sports and then shooters. So based on the previous graph, you can see that action games such as Grand Theft Auto are the most popular, followed by sports games such as FIFA and shooter games such as Halo 4. Based on the observations, we can say that most buyers buy games which give them a good adrenaline rush. Violence games give the most adrenaline, followed by sports. Like when you get the heat of the moment, you get pretty worked up. Those are the second most popular. And then shooters are just fun for everyone. They give everyone a good rush. Our second question is, what platform is the most popular? And we use 2 attributes for this one. The first one is the platform itself, which is categorical. The second one is the global sales, which is quantitative.
Here on slide 9, we decided to opt for the bubble graph. We decided that this should be the perfect visualization to show our solution. What we were going for was not the top 1, 2, or even 3 units sold. What we wanted to see was the trend. So we needed to have a visualization which would include more than just a few platforms, and this one shows very clearly which are the top platforms. From this visualization, we can see that amongst them are the Wii, the Nintendo DS, the PlayStation 1, 2, 3, and the Xbox 360. From the previous bubble graph, what we concluded was that household platforms are definitely more popular than platforms such as PlayStation Portable or other forms of the Nintendo DS, which are basically all handheld consoles. It makes sense that these household consoles are more popular, as the household consoles have a wide variety of game titles, and they are also more powerful, so they're able to render better quality graphics. They have more processing power, so more can happen in the game at once. The games can be more intricate and stuff like that. Next, we wanted to figure out what the correlation between genre and console is. After figuring out the most popular consoles and having an idea of which console we were going to develop our video game on, we wanted to see what genre of games are the most popular, the ones that sell the most. Here we opted for a side-by-side bar visualization, with the genre and platform being the 2 dimensions that we're comparing, and global sales being the measure. We opted to put a filter on both genre and platforms so that it came out to top 4 genres and top 4 platforms, as we wanted to basically get the top ranking platforms and genres, the most popular ones, as we're trying to develop a successful video game that we will sell. As stated in the previous slides, handheld consoles are less popular than household consoles. one of the main reasons being that household consoles have more power than handheld consoles, so they can handle more sophisticated game titles. What we also realize is that the top 4 genres tend to have a very popular online mode. These online modes are one of the primary reasons that people play these titles, giving these titles a huge standing in the gaming world. Now, it also must be said that there have been correlations noticed between the platform and the genre of the game title. For example, action and role-playing games tend to have more exclusive titles for the PlayStation lineup than they do for the Xbox lineup. Shooter games, for example, it has been argued in the past that Xbox controllers are more comfortable to grip than PlayStation controllers, giving Xbox players an advantage, as comfort is a major part in reaction time and handling during shooter games. And there is the Wii Sports game, giving the Nintendo Wii an edge in sports games. After deciding on which genre of games we would like to develop and for which platform we would like to develop them for, we wanted to figure out the most general, I guess, direction we want to take the game in. Do we want to make it for kids? Do we want to make it for teens or for adults? Here we opted to use a pie chart to visualize our data. Although there are more than 4 categories, only the 4 major categories are shown, as the other 4 are negligent in sales. Basically, they're so the number of sales is so small compared to the other 4 that you can't even see them on the graph. So this was a good visualization for us. We can see that teen-rated games are second, following everyone-rated games. So we're going to decide to develop a game for children rated everybody.
As you can see from the previous slide, the ratings of different games are ordered in terms of popularity in the following way. So everyone, teen, mature, and everyone age greater than 10. So this shows that games that have a rating for everyone are more popular than games that have a different rating, and this means that people of all ages play games, and it's not necessarily restricted to a mature audience or a younger audience or a teen audience. We also wanted to see who the most popular game developers are, and in order to do that, we decided to take the developer names, which is categorical data, and global sales, which is quantitative data. And we found out from the graph that Nintendo was the most popular game developer, and then it's EA Sports, and then EA Canada, Ubisoft, Rockstar North, and so on. And we can see that Nintendo has been the most popular developer for a while, and one of the reasons we think that could be the case is because of Nintendo's unique approach to making games, and also they produced a lot of games in the last few years. We also wanted to see who some of the most popular game publishers are, and in order to do that, we took into consideration the publisher attribute and global sales attribute. Publisher is categorical data, and global sales is quantitative data. And from the graph on the slide, we can see that Nintendo, again, is one of the most popular publishers, and then followed by Electronic Arts, Activision, Sony Computer Entertainment, Ubisoft, and so on. And we can clearly see that from previous graphs that Nintendo has the largest number of sales but as a publisher, and this evidence can be backed up by the fact that Nintendo creates its own consoles, and they're moderately priced compared to the PS4, Xbox One. So I think after analyzing this project, after analyzing the game's sales data set, we can come to the conclusion that after looking at trends in game buying and consumption from 1975 to 2017, we can see that a lot of people like to play action, sports, and shooter games versus other games. And our conclusion is that people like the adrenaline rush that they get when they play these games, and that's one of the reasons why they prefer to play it. We also see that games that are rated for everyone are more popular than other games, which also means that people of all age groups buy games. And another thing that we noticed was popular publishers usually get a lot more attention in the market compared to other publishers, which is why, if you can, as a game developer, you need to try to get one of these popular publishers to publish your game. And the other thing that we noticed was that PlayStation by far is the most popular console. This means that if you're a game developer, you need to make a game that supports PlayStation, and it also says that people prefer to play games in their homes where they don't move a lot, and games that really appeal to those environments do much better than other games.